Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukeness Monster, and today we're going to be looking at the top 5 Black Series figures who have great characters but awful figures. And this is actually an idea that we got from the 1313 podcast, so go check them out. They'll be linked in the description. They did talk about this in their latest podcast, and I thought it'd be a really cool video idea. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. First up with the honorable mention, I'm actually going to give it to the Hunter Commando body. And for the most part, this is a really, really good figure, and I actually really like his character, but my biggest problem are the feet. It has an awful job standing up. And I guess as you can see right there, he just fell, but mainly it's in the ankles where like they're super stiff and they don't have like much middle ground. They're like just pretty like firm in their spot, where this I don't have this problem with the normal clone body, or I guess the newer clone body. It's pretty pretty loose. So it's mainly only one I have with this, and it definitely has some time standing up where he's either like Michael Jacksoning, or you just can't get him in the middle where he should be to stand up straight. So anyway, coming into the number 5 spot, I'm going to give it to any clone on the old clone body or the original clone body. And this is one I hate to give because I absolutely love clone troopers in the Black Series, but it's the arm articulation to where he can barely hold the gun. It's very, very rough. The legs look kind of weird with like the very pronounced circle hips. Makes it look like they just have really, really like thick hips, I guess you could say, where it's definitely fixed a little bit better on the newer body. So yeah, it definitely differs from clone to clone, but the articulation on the original body is just really, really bad. Coming in at number 4 is actually General Grievous. This is another figure that I really, really like. He looks incredible, has amazing paint apps and amazing accessories, but it's his ankles. He is very, very tough to stand up. It took me a very long time just to get this guy to stand up, but his ankles are super, super loose. And it's already at a weird spot for him to stand up. Like it's at a weird angle. So the fact that his ankles are so loose means he just wants to fall over, and it is very unfortunate. It also means you kind of have to stand him up like very straight as well to get him to balance, which is just not very accurate. Normally, he's slouched over quite a bit, and if you get really any slouch in him at all, he's gonna fall over. Coming in at number 3, I'm gonna give it to the second sister. Now this is another figure that I really, really like. She looks incredible and has an amazing Inquisitor lightsaber. Unfortunately, my lightsaber did break. The edge of it came off there, broke in the hilt. But this is another one that I have with ankles. I cannot get her to stand up. She has very like small feet, and they're also just shaped kind of weird to where it's not very flat on the bottom. So obviously, if you've been posing her for long enough, it's pretty, like a standard pose, but once you first get her out of the box, it's very tough. And another problem I have is the pins in the shoulders to keep the cape on do not want to stay on, like, at all, ever. So I have problems with the cape falling off as well. Same with if you have, like, the little shoulder pads in instead of the cape. Same problem, they just don't want to stay in, and it looks kind of weird when they start to fall out. Number 2 is going to go to the original First Order Stormtrooper. I absolutely love the character of the First Order Stormtrooper. Just all the nostalgia going back to episode 7 is just insane. But it's the arm articulation on this original trooper. This is the farthest he can move his arm. It's pretty much straight. Like, how is that bending the arm? It's not bent. It's literally straight. You can bend it farther backwards than you can forwards. How does that work? I don't know. It's the arm articulation. He also does have a little bit trouble standing up, but that's all First Order Stormtroopers, not just the original one. The original one is mainly the problem with the elbows. And then coming in at the number 1 spot for me, I'm going to give it to the Gaming Greats Jango Fett. I absolutely love Jango Fett, one of my favorite characters of all time, but I know 1313 podcast is not going to like this because I know they love Jango over there. But it's his feet. His feet are like ovals, and they are not flat. They don't stand at all. It's on every Jango body, not just this one. Any Jango body has this, and it's really, really bad. You also add on to the fact that the helmet was packaged in like a squishy package where it compressed the helmet, and it just made the helmet malformed. Even if you put a blow dryer to it, I never really got it back to shape. But take off the helmet though, and he has the super shiny photoreal face underneath, and it looks super weird with that shiny photoreal. So yeah, that's the main reason Jango's there. And plus, don't even get me started on arm articulation. He has the same problem as the First Order Stormtrooper, where he's barely getting any arm articulation. Great character, but man, this figure is very outdated. So yeah, that is going to do it for the video. If you did enjoy that, like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Comment down below, do you guys have any other figures that have amazing characters in the films or TV shows, but just awful figures? Comment down below, I'd love to know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.